Hey guys, welcome back to our next FAQ. Our first question is about what I call a Gaijin card. Okay? And people have been asking me, Scott, I hear you talk about this Gaijin card in a few of your videos. What is a Gaijin card and why do I have to have one when I get there? Well, if you're just coming over on a tourist visa, you don't need to get a Gaijin card, okay? If you come over on a tourist visa, keep your passport with you that has the visa inside. If a police officer ever stops you to ask to look at your passport, you can just show them that you're fine, okay? Now, if you're coming here to work or stay long term, or at least within the first 3 weeks that you're here, you need to secure what is called a Gaijin card. And you get that by going to your local ward office, which is usually very close by, just a walk or a bike ride from your house. There are one for every ward, and the wards are very small. And you'll go there, you'll tell them what you need. If you say Gaijin card, they're going to understand what you mean. They'll give you the paperwork, and there's actually a place where you go to fill it out, and they've already had samples there of how people fill them out, so you'll know exactly what to do. The instructions are very simple, and it's really easy to turn it in. You'll give them this piece of paper, and depending on the ward office and how busy they are, they'll get you your card as soon as they can. For mine, it was a really busy one because I was in the heart of downtown Osaka, and it took over 3 weeks. So if you have to wait for your Gaijin card for a while, they'll give you a temporary piece of paper which will act as your Gaijin card. Now, what can your Gaijin card allow you to do? Well, it can allow you to open a bank account, to get a cell phone. You usually sometimes have to show it if you're going to buy your first apartment. Okay? Now, there are some places that you can stay short term that don't expect you to have a Gaijin card. They'll be fine with just seeing a passport. So don't worry too much about housing. But to open a bank account and to get a cell phone, you are almost definitely going to need a Gaijin card that you need to show. What is the Gaijin card? Well, I would show you mine, but it's a little dangerous to put that on camera, as I don't want people copying my profile on the card, and you know, I don't want identity theft. So, it's pretty much a card that looks like a driver's license. It has a picture of you, it has a seal of Japan over it, and it gives all the information such as where you work, where you live, what kind of visa you're on, and how long your visa lasts for. At any time that you are walking across the street or outside of your house, a police officer can ask to see it. If you don't have it, you can show your passport, but if you don't have your passport and you don't have your Gaijin card, you can actually get into a lot of trouble. So you need to be carrying one or the other around at all times. Now, they pretty much give you the Gaijin card so that, you know, it's easier to carry around. You really don't want to be carrying around your passport. It's a little bit dangerous if you're living here long term. It also is a card that needs to be updated every time you change your job or your address. And rules for that are about to become a lot stricter. Rules for staying in Japan are about to become a lot easier for those who are legally staying in Japan, but they're about to get a lot stricter on updating your Gaijin card. You need to have it updated within 30 days of moving or changing jobs, and at least that's for Osaka. And what it is there's a part on the back where the ward office can write in what information has been changed. They put a seal on it and usually a stamp as well that lets the police or whoever wants to take a look at it know what your current situation is in Japan. So, definitely important to have. You want to get to it as soon as you get here, getting all the paperwork and everything done and getting it ready pretty much as soon as you get here if you plan on living here long term. Not something to fool around with. Okay, another question I've been getting a lot recently is, do Japanese people use online profiles? I've seen some on MySpace and I've seen some on Facebook, but is there one that's esoteric to Japan? Yeah, there definitely is. There's a really popular one, probably used a lot more by Japanese people than Facebook or MySpace, and it's called Mixi. And I'll go ahead, I'll show you the address for it. It's mixi.co.jp. Now, don't get too excited about this website because unless you live in Japan and have a cell phone, you can't actually register or get a profile on the website. The reason for that being is because it asks for a cell phone email address, and if you don't have a cell phone email address that is registered in Japan, the site will not let you join. Why it does that, I do not know. I guess they want to keep it solitary to Japan. is the only reason I can think. So yes, there is Japanese online profile site, and that's Mixi. Do Japanese people meet online? Do they try to meet people via online websites like that? I'd say yes, definitely. Probably it's just as common here as it is in America. Obviously, as we progress, it's becoming more and more comfortable thing to do. People aren't as scared as they used to be about meeting psychos online. But yeah, they definitely have online profiling here, and they definitely have people who meet up or groups that meet up with online profiles. Right, for the last part of this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the scary stories that come out during summer. Some people ask me, Scott, you said there's actually different manga and different stories that comes out during then. What kind of scary stuff is it that comes out at bookstores or, different stores around Japan? And I want to just show you a little bit about that, because I'm always excited about these each year. It's the only thing I really like about summer here in Japan. Okay, so here's some of the books. Usually they have these books that come out that talk about all kinds of weird and scary things they've gathered information on around the world. I've actually got that backwards. You can see on the back there's a cute advertisement, but it's really a scary book. Okay, you can see there's all kinds of weird stuff inside. I don't want to show too much of it because it's kind of graphic sometimes. All kinds of weird, scary stories or weird, scary pictures they've collected around the internet. Probably some stuff you've already seen, but some really weird, obscure stuff they've found on the internet before. And then it comes usually with a DVD that contains all the different things that they've found, so you can actually look at the videos that they talk about or the weird pictures they talk about on a DVD. Here's another one of them. One thing that Japan's really big about is finding ghosts in pictures and stuff. And here this book has pictures that have been taken, and in the background you see ghostly figures. And this is just a book full of them, of all the different ghostly figures they've found in background pictures, and highlighted them and blown them up so you can see what they look like. And again, it comes with a DVD. You can see it looks pretty damn creepy there. Okay, and here's one of my favorite mangas that comes out. This is Inagawa no Kowai Hanashi, and what that is just scary stories told by this guy in Japan who's supposedly a psychic and has a sixth sense to be able to see the undead or those who've come back to haunt certain areas. And for me, it's kind of funny, but it's some good creepy stories too. And you can see Kowai, and see Kowai. When you see that kanji right there, Kowai means scary or scared, or it's going to be a scary book. So you can check it out when you see that during the summer. Hope you enjoy that. That's it for our FAQ. I'll see you next time.